Afternoon everyone. As Alan said, my name is Bruce Catto. I'm the Group IT Manager with a company called Craig Group. And today I'm going to be talking about, clicker to work. There we go. Today we're going to be talking about, it's a case study, how implementing the action tracking management system from Pisys has really transformed how we report all our health and safety forms and documentation across our fleet of 34 vessels. So just a very, very brief, I know we're on a tight time scale here, history of Craig Group, over 80 years now in business, family owned, now in fourth generation. We have over 1,100 staff worldwide, headquartered in Aberdeen with bases globally. So the division we're going to be talking about today is North Star Shipping. We own a fleet of 35 vessels, emergency response and rescue vessels, multi-role and platform supply vessels, mainly operating in the North Sea but have been worldwide in previous years. We've got a crew of over 900 able-bodied men, and we have, nowadays health and safety reporting has, when I compare to 9 years ago when I first came to join Craig Group to where we are now, the health and safety reporting has just escalated. So really, we were struggling with all the paper-based forms that we had for reporting. We're really keen on pushing proactive solutions and suggestions of before anything happens on board. We really push the fact that if you see it, stop the job, report it, and then let's see if we fix it. Now we have in our 35 vessels, we've got 11 of the same type of vessel and 6 of the same type of vessel. So if there's an issue on one of them that somebody reports a proactive suggestion, then that's not just on that one vessel. Potentially it's got the other 10 vessels to do as well. So tracking these types of proactive requests has been a struggle in the past. So they used to fill in these sorts of forms that we transformed into Word, probably 6-7 years ago now. They would send them in, and then you would have somebody in the office sit and keying them into good old Excel again, multiple tabs, and then you'd try and get some sort of analysis out of this, create spreadsheets like this. Our health and safety guys loved all these. But when I first came across how they were reporting these, I couldn't quite believe it, because there's a defective equipment request there on September. There's 4 of them, but you couldn't actually drill into that 4 to see what ships they were on, what it actually was. There was no transparency all the way through. So they then get these reports based on all these figures, and it was taking the health and safety guys days and days to pull all these figures together for the monthly reporting, when they should be analysing all the stats, spotting trends, and trying to resolve it. So, infamous Burrs Triangle. I never knew what a Burrs Triangle was until a few years ago, but the idea is all the blue areas, the proactive stuff, spotting things before they happen, and the idea is the tiny little bit at the top is the actual incidents and accidents that have happened. So came across Pisys. We needed to make them electronic, so came across Pisys through an email shot, literally, that came out through the mail. On their website, they do action tracking software. They also do other applications, but I'll let Peter, who's sitting in the back, give you the hard sell later on. So really, I clicked on a link and I watched a Vimeo video of how simple it was for you to design a template for basically replicating your form and making it electronic. So designing the template, putting the fields in, adding all the tabs, putting the logic in, the drop downs, all that sort of stuff. And it was simple and straightforward, so I thought, right, okay, we need to get going with this. So we went through a process very quickly with Peter. Because it's cloud-based, we could rapidly get this deployed. Quite a lot of points on there, I'll let you read through them, but fundamentally it's workflow. You create an electronic form, we create it on the ship, you workflow that onto shore, the guys in health and safety identify it, categorise what it's for. Does it need to go out to a contractor to get repaired at the next port call or dry dock, however it works. You've got a full audit trail of how everything works, of who's done what and who said what, and it's really straightforward. I've seen all these guys have been using it, so I thought, well, it must be a decent product, and the speed that we've taken it on board, has been really impressive. So this is what we now have. The guys on board will log the proactive suggestion, improvement suggestion. They then only get to see their vessel and the suggestions relative to their vessel, but they can see at any point in time what stage it's at in it, when it's going to get done, at the next port call, next dry dock, whatever, and or whether it's a thanks very much, that's great, but yeah, you know, we've risk assessed that and we're happy with it. So straightforward enough, lots of tabs. These are all configurable. You can create as many templates as you wish. Down the bottom you can see all the templates we've got here, and it literally just tallies up the number of actions that are logged against each of those templates. Attachments, you can put in emails, documents, images, etc. This is your audit trail, so you can see when it was created, whether it's on board the ship or whether it's in the office, all the way through to completion. We spoke with, it's not here, but we've got a root cause analysis of why something happened. So we worked with the guys at Pisys to develop a new way of analysing that, having multi-selects, etc. And now that helps drive these reports that we generate out of the system now at a click of a button. And good old burst triangle again. Lots of different reports I could have showed you, but fundamentally what we get to do now is, you know, nothing goes missing anymore. It doesn't black hole anymore. The ship doesn't send an email and it just disappears and they never know what happens. Everything is traceable and transparent. So we can go and kick the superintendent's backside when they haven't done something that they should have done. So simple benefits, transparency all the way from start to finish. Nagging emails to say you're supposed to have done this, why have you not done it? Everyone gets them, everyone hates them, but you still do it because it nags you. If you want to splice and dice all the information, you can export it into Excel and do all that. But fundamentally, it's really the feedback we've had from the guys and also the guys onshore is it's really it's been transformational for them as far as being able to see just exactly what work they have to do, when it needs to be done, and it makes it a lot more simple and clean for them to do it. Enough from me. Thanks very much. If you want any more information, Peter's at the back, or give me a shout.
Thanks.
Thank you.